Speaking English fluently is a dream for many people around the world. Many learners understand English when they read or listen, but when it comes to speaking, they suddenly feel nervous. Words disappear from their minds, sentences become confusing, and confidence goes down. The truth is that speaking fluently is not only about knowing grammar or vocabulary, it is about training your brain to think fast and express ideas clearly. When you want to speak English fluently, the first skill you must develop is thinking in English. Many learners make a common mistake. They think in their native language first, then translate the sentence into English. This process takes time and breaks the natural flow of conversation. If you want to speak quickly and confidently, you must train your brain to think directly in English. For example, imagine you wake up in the morning. Instead of thinking in your native language, start describing your actions in English inside your mind. You can say things like, I am waking up now. I need to brush my teeth. I will drink water. Today, I want to practice English. This simple habit trains your brain to use English naturally. Another important step to speak smartly is building a daily speaking habit. Fluency does not come from studying grammar books all day. It comes from practice. The more you speak, the more comfortable you become. Even if you are alone, you can still practice speaking. Talk to yourself about your daily life, your plans, your goals, or your opinions. For example, you can say, today I learned some new English sentences. I want to improve my pronunciation. I will practice speaking for 20 minutes today. When you do this regularly, your brain becomes faster at forming sentences. Listening is also very powerful for improving speaking skills. When you listen to English podcasts, interviews, or conversations, your brain learns sentence structure, pronunciation, and natural expressions. Listening helps you understand how native speakers speak and how they connect ideas. A good technique is called shadowing. In this method, you listen to a speaker and repeat the sentences immediately after hearing them. Try to copy the tone, speed, and pronunciation. This technique trains your mouth and brain together. Over time, your speaking becomes smoother and more natural. Confidence is another important part of speaking fluently. Many learners know English but feel shy or afraid of making mistakes. They worry about grammar or pronunciation. But remember one important truth. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. Even native speakers sometimes make mistakes. If you want to speak English well, you must accept mistakes as part of the process. Every mistake is actually a lesson that helps you improve. Instead of feeling embarrassed, try to learn from it and continue speaking. Another powerful technique for speaking smartly is using simple sentences. Many learners think that speaking good English means using very complex words and difficult grammar, but that is not true. Clear and simple sentences are often more effective. For example, instead of trying to say a very long, complicated sentence, you can break your idea into smaller sentences. You can say, I like learning English. It helps me communicate with people from different countries. It also helps me grow personally and professionally. Simple sentences keep your speech clear and confident. Vocabulary is also important, but you do not need thousands of words to speak well. Research shows that most daily conversations use a limited number of common words. If you focus on learning useful phrases and everyday expressions, your fluency will improve much faster. For example, phrases like, I think that, in my opinion, the reason is, and for example, help you connect ideas easily in conversation. These small phrases act like bridges that guide your speech smoothly. Another helpful practice is asking yourself questions and answering them in English. This is a powerful exercise for thinking quickly. For example, ask yourself questions like, what did I do today? What are my plans for tomorrow? Why do I want to learn English? What makes me happy? Then answer these questions in full sentences. This practice helps your brain organize thoughts quickly and improves your speaking ability. Storytelling is also a great way to improve fluency. Humans naturally love stories. When you tell a story, your brain learns to organize events in a logical order. You can practice by telling simple stories about your day, your childhood memories, or interesting experiences. For example, you might say, "Yesterday I went to the market. It was very crowded, but I enjoyed walking around. I bought some fruits and vegetables. After that, I met an old friend and we talked for a long time." This type of storytelling strengthens your ability to speak continuously. Technology can also help you improve your speaking skills. You can record your voice while speaking English and listen to it later. This helps you notice pronunciation mistakes and improve clarity. Over time, you will see a big improvement in your speaking style. Another powerful way to improve is speaking with people from different countries. Language exchange apps and online communities allow you to talk with learners and native speakers. These conversations help you practice real communication and build confidence. But remember, fluency does not happen overnight. Learning a language is like building a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Consistency is the key. Even practicing for 15 or 20 minutes every day can create big improvement over time. Motivation also plays a huge role in language learning. Ask yourself why you want to learn English. Maybe you want better career opportunities, international friends, travel experiences, or personal growth. When you remember your purpose, it becomes easier to stay motivated. Try to enjoy the learning process instead of treating it like a difficult task. Watch English movies, listen to music, read interesting articles, or follow inspiring speakers. When learning becomes enjoyable, progress becomes faster. One final tip for speaking smartly is learning to pause and organize your thoughts. When speaking English, you do not need to rush every sentence. Taking a small pause before answering a question can help your brain organize ideas and respond more clearly. For example, if someone asks your opinion, you can start with phrases like, "That's an interesting question," or "Let me think about that for a moment." These phrases give you time to think and make your speech sound more natural. In conclusion, speaking English fluently is not about being perfect. It's about expressing your ideas clearly and confidently. By thinking in English, practicing daily, listening carefully, using simple sentences, and building confidence, you can train your brain to think fast and speak smart. Remember, every fluent speaker was once a beginner. The difference between beginners and fluent speakers is not talent. It is practice, patience, and persistence. So, start today. Speak a little English every day. Train your brain to think fast, express ideas clearly, and communicate with confidence. Step by step, your fluency will grow, and one day you will realize that speaking English feels natural and easy.